Morning everyone, day one, we are heading off to Universal. We're only here for the day, we're going to make the most of it. We're actually early for us, this is now half nine. Yeah, myself and Sue were up at 4. Yeah, and then there was a lot we actually physically get to. Anyway, we're here, can't believe it.
And there's yet another storm brewing down Radford Lane. As Noel was due in court the other day, and no, I know what you're thinking, it's not for what he did 36 years ago to his now wife, and if you don't know what that is, he slept with her when she was only barely 13. Barely 13. Just saying, just put it out there, alright? So it's not for that, in actual fact, it was for a speeding offence, but he skipped court, apparently, according to this news article in, well, everywhere, basically. So this article and many similar ones were all over every single news outlet going, right? But I've chosen the Mirror on this occasion for reasons which will become apparent as we go on. It says Noel Radford skips court as he's on family's 19th holiday of the year in Florida. 22 kids and counting, Noel Radford was due in court on Monday after pleading not guilty to speeding and failing to provide information about the identity of the driver following an incident in 2023. So it sounds like Noel has been a bad boy. Again, you know, not that I'm surprised or anything like that. Not that I'm surprised. It goes on to say Noel Radford was a no-show at court on Monday where he was due to stand trial for a speeding offence. It's an issue, Noel, because he is currently in Florida and yeah, so probably not going to turn up if he's due in court. I'm guessing on this occasion you can strike his name off the list and everything else. It goes on then to say the 22 kids and counting star, 53, was expected in court in Lancaster after pleading not guilty to speeding and failing to provide information about the identity of the driver following an incident in 2023. The court heard that Noel, who is charged with speeding on December 14th last year, had left the jurisdiction one day before the Radford's family Instagram account showed them living it up in Florida on their 19th trip of the year. Sharing snaps of her enormous brood sunning themselves in Disney World, wife Sue asked fans, "How do you cope with the heat? It's been scorching in Florida." The Radfords have jetted off to the Sunshine State for the summer with a number of their children and have been updating fans from their trip. So apparently they're in Florida at the moment, in Disney, but also in Universal Studios.
So, we're in our favourite place, Universal. Oh, we absolutely love this place.
Sue sounds very excited and bigging it up that it's one of their favourite places to go in the entire world. They love Universal Studios. They absolutely love it. There's no other reason that they'd be saying that they love it except for the fact that they are there and they always go there. But why else would they be saying it? Couldn't be that it's free or anything like that. Not judging by this anyway. So Sue posted on Instagram and said, we had such a brilliant day at Universal Orlando last week. We absolutely loved this place so much. We even got on Hagrid, which is hands down the best ride ever. Hashtag Florida, hashtag Universal, hashtag fun, hashtag best day, hashtag Harry Potter, and hashtag gifted. So gifted then. Gifted, I see, hashtag gifted. So they're admitting here on Instagram that it was free, their trip to Orlando Studios, Universal Studios even. And it was free. That they didn't mention that at all on the vlog, by the way. Not at all. So when they are at Disney talking it up, when they're at Universal Studios, or they're talking it up and saying how amazing it is and everything like that, they don't happen to mention they are paid to tell their viewers that at all, which they should, right? So
you can have them for.
but does that look like the face of a woman enjoying herself on her 19th holiday of the year? Does it look like the face of a woman who has spent the best part of the last decade living at Disney or Orlando Studios, Universal Studios, Orlando, etc.? Does it look like, or does it look like a woman who is purely exasperated with having to go on yet another ride at yet another theme park at yet another Orlando resort at Universal Studios, just day after day after day after day? That's all she ever does. It looks like she's beyond it. She's had enough. Most people, having spent that amount of money to go there, would actually be really up for it, really enjoying themselves, and just enjoying it for the kids. But now she's there's such a toil. My God, so I feel so sorry for you, Sue. Anyway, regarding the whole Noel missing the court date allegation situation thing, right? She's hit back in style, in true Sue style. She's hit back on Instagram. So she put up a screenshot of the Lancashire Live website of the article that she was mentioned in, or Noel was mentioned in, and she said, "Absolutely ridiculous. The courts have known for months that we were away on holiday, so no skipping court. Also, we have never not said who was driving the car, which we can evidence, sent off, but they lost it." Apparently, the court lost the evidence. That's very slippery-handed of them. Thankfully, I have this on my bank statement. Also want to add, the way the newspapers have gone about this is just beyond ridiculous. Trying to make out the speeding in our Porsche was like I was doing 100 miles per hour. Was 47 on a bypass that goes into a 50 and a 70. Hang on a second, it was you that was driving. You, Sue, you were driving. I thought it was Noel that was in court for speeding. So the problem with the driver was accurate? Is that? I don't know. That's what I'm reading into it anyway. She goes on to say, "Oh, also thank you so much for printing our address. You really do have a huge issue with our family, don't you?" Well, apparently they printed your address, but Sue, it's you who show people where you live, right? All the time. In fact, when you got that new house, which you no longer have, you'd shown everybody on national television where it was, right? So it's all on you, right? It is on you. I don't really care what you say. It's on you. She goes on to say, as the amount of people that go on way more holidays, right? Way more holidays than us, but you don't print about those celebrities, do you? Why? Tell you why, because you love to cause shit. Well, Sue, you love yourself so much, don't you? You love yourself so much that you think of yourself as a celebrity. You're not a celebrity. You are known on TV for using your kids for money, right? That's not a good look. That's not a good thing, right? It's not. So if that's what you want to be known for, then that's on you, I guess, innit? But she didn't stop there on Insta. She had a full-on rant. She said, "But don't worry, we will make sure to ask the newspaper's permission before taking any more holidays, especially in our motorhome." she's suggesting there that the motorhome holidays are not holidays, right? They are. They're trips away. That's what the newspapers are including in all this bizarreness that's going on here. But then she posted this because she's not too happy with the Mirror. Oh look, the Mirror doing their usual crap. 19th holiday, I bloody wish. See what I mean? What a joke they are. You bloody wish. You go on that many holidays every single year. The other year you went on about 21, right? So I believe it without even looking into it. Now, you go on about the Mirror, right? I've dug this one out of the archives because you are constantly on about the newspapers being bad for you and, you know, having digs at you and stuff like that. But when they are positively promoting you, it's a-okay, because you have built your career, your media career, as you want to call it, based on the newspapers promoting you in a positive way, right? This one said, inside life with the Radfords and their 22 children as Britain's biggest family tackle lockdown. Exclusive. That's right. It says it's an exclusive. Do you know what an exclusive means, Sue? It means that you agreed to it. You talked to them willingly, right? Am I right? Is that what actually happened? You went to the newspaper, sold your story, possibly, and, you know, an exclusive. That's right. You had no problem speaking to the Mirror because it was for positive publicity, right? Now they're reporting on something negative that you've done. That's not okay in your book, but you built your entire empire based on pimping out your kids, based on getting newspapers to report on you and selling your stories to newspapers and stuff like that. You did it all. You did it. And that's what you wanted, and that's what you've got. So you have to take the rough with the smooth. And this is clearly a rough time because right now you're doing wrong and they're reporting on it. When you do something normal, they just report on that too. They just report on anything that you do, right? Good or bad. So don't be complaining when people report on the news or what they see, right? Just don't, because you want the good, you want the bad. No, you don't want the bad. You want the good though. So there we go. That is the Radfords yet again hitting the headlines for all the wrong reasons, as they tend to do these days. And if you are a Radford fan, why are you still a Radford fan, especially after you know now what Noel did? And if you don't know, he got with a 13-year-old when he was 17. He was nearly 18 and she was about 13 and a half, right? That is wrong on many people's perspectives, and it should be wrong on yours too. Until next time, please give this video a massive thumbs up, comment all of your thoughts about it down below, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Until next time, take care and bye-bye.